Hello everybody, welcome to Word Shard.
The topic that we are going to discuss today is sentences. So first, before we start with this, we will know what we are going to do today. First, we will see what are sentences. We will know the definition of sentences, how we use sentences in different places, then the different kinds, the various kinds of sentences. Obviously, sentences have a number of kinds, types. So we will also learn the different kinds of sentences, and last we will check whether we have understood all the kinds properly. How we will understand that? We will solve some questions on identifying different kinds of sentences. We will study this. We will check whether we can solve all these questions so that we know it very well, that we know the kinds and what are sentences. Okay, let's move to the next page. First, chapter 1, the sentence. What is it written over here? When we speak or write, what do we require? We require some words to describe our own feelings or emotions or needs, desires. What do we need? We require some words. We require words to express ourselves, isn't it? So, either we speak or we write. We require these words, and these words needs to be placed side by side in a proper manner, in a proper sequence, in a particular form of meaning, so that it can be called a sentence. For example, if I have to tell my mother, "Mother, give me a glass of water." So we have to place the words in the same way. If we directly say water, mother, it does not give a proper meaning. So it is important to use these words in a proper order so that we can call them sentences. So that these words sitting in a proper order can make a particular sentence. Now let's move to the examples. First example, little Jack Homer sat in a corner. Very easy. Little Jack Homer was sitting in a corner. So we have to place all the words little Jack Homer sat in a corner. All these words need to be placed in a particular order so that we can understand what or where little Jack is sitting. Okay. Next, number 2. We are learning sentences now. See, we are learning sentences now. These words need to be placed in a proper sequence, in a proper order, so that it gives the meaning, isn't it? So, now we will see the definition of it. A group of words. Sentences must be a group of words. It cannot be just one word. Then it will become one word only. It will not become a sentence. So it has to be a group of words, isn't it? Number 1, it has to be a group, and it has to give a complete sense, a complete idea. Okay, not just we sentences. In this sentence we cannot write we and sentences. That is not a sentence. We have to write the complete thing. We have to write we are learning sentences now. Only then it gives a proper idea of what we are trying to say. Okay. Next we will move to the different kinds of sentences. Let's see what are the kinds. First one is what? First one is assertive sentence. Second one is interrogative sentence. Third one is imperative sentence. And the fourth one is exclamatory sentence. The words are a bit difficult. Please learn the spellings of these words. Okay. But the thing is very easy. Let's move to the first type, assertive sentence. Type 1. See, there is a very beautiful picture. What do we understand from this picture? We can see two children going to school. They have a pencil in their hand. They have their school bags, hairs tied, isn't it? So we know that they are going to school. Now, what are assertive sentences? Assertive sentences are those sentences which make statements, declarations, or assertions. Statements, declarations, or assertions mean that when we are trying to say something, we have a direct statement to say. For example, I drink milk in the morning. Just a statement, what I do. Just a statement, I am hungry. I need a glass of water. All these are direct statements. Okay. So those are assertive sentences. Let's move to the example to make it clearer. Number 1, the children are going to school. See, in this picture, we see that 2 children are going to school. This is a direct statement, so it becomes a assertive sentence. Second one, I am not sleeping in the class. This is also another statement stating that the person is not sleeping in the class. There can be many examples of assertive sentence. There can be number 1, I drink milk in the morning. Number 2, I am going to school now. Number 3, I will be studying in the evening. Any sentence, any statement becomes an assertive sentence. Now, the only thing that we have to pay attention over here is assertive sentence can be divided into further 2 parts. What are the 2 parts? Affirmative sentence and negative sentence. Affirmative sentence mean it has to be positive, plus sign for positive, and negative minus sign. Okay, so now let's see what are affirmative sentences. Affirmative sentences are something which do not have words like no, not, neither, nor, etc. No negative words should be there in the sentence. Affirmative sentences are direct statements which are stating some positive thing, positive idea. For example, I am going to school now. Okay, example, the boy is flying a kite. No words like no, not, neither, these are not used in the affirmative sentence. In the negative sentences, we use words like this. Okay, so if I want to say the same sentence, the same example, example 1 for affirmative sentence, if I want to change this to negative sentence, how will we change it? We have to directly put a not over here, this word not. Where we will place it? The boy is not flying a kite. We have to place the word over here. So the boy is not flying the kite. So when we are saying the boy is not flying a kite, it becomes a negative sentence. But if you are saying without the word not, that is the boy is flying a kite, then it becomes an affirmative sentence. So I think these two are clear. We will move to type 2. Type 2 is very easy. Type 2 has another image. See this. It will make things clearer. Interrogative sentences. What are interrogative sentences? These are sentences which end with a question mark. Very important. If you do not give this question mark after the sentence, then you will lose marks. There must be a question mark at the end of an interrogative sentence. So what are interrogative sentences? Sentences that ask questions. When we are asking some question, it becomes an interrogative sentence. Okay. For example, where do you live? Number 2, are you reading a book? If I want to give more examples, then it would be, where is my copy? What are you doing in the classroom? Is my friend in the class? All these sentences ask questions and thereby they become interrogative sentences. Okay. Now we will move to the third type. What is the third type? Imperative sentence. Imperative sentences are of two types, commands and requests. What is a command? Command means when we are commanding something or when we are ordering something to somebody. For example, if I say get out of the classroom, when the teacher is very angry, sometimes when she becomes very angry, she often says like this, isn't it? Get out of the classroom or stop talking in my classroom. These are the words, these are not requests, these are commands. Because the class is very noisy, the teacher becomes angry and commands. So that is an order. Okay. Another type is request. What is a request? When we are requesting for something, when we are pleading, please give me a glass of water, mother, please help me with my work. These words, please, request, these are also imperative sentences. So there can be two kinds. There can be commands, there can be requests, both. Let's move to the examples. See what is the definition? When we express commands or requests, when we are expressing either commands or requests, it becomes imperative sentence as we discussed before. Example number 1, be quiet. What is this? Is it a command or is it a request? It is a command. Okay. Have mercy upon us. This must be a request because mercy means to show mercy to somebody cannot be a command. I cannot command God or order God to show me mercy. So that must be a request. Number 3, please give me a pen. So this word itself suggests that the sentence is a request. Please, it is requesting somebody. Get out of the class. Get out of the class is obviously a command. When the teacher is angry, she says get out of the class. That is a command. Okay. Now we will move to the last type, type 4. Type 4 is exclamatory sentence. Type 4 is exclamatory sentence. What are exclamatory sentence? We know in interrogative sentences we have to use question mark. In exclamatory sentence we have to use this exclamation mark. This is the exclamation mark. What are exclamatory sentences now? Exclamatory sentences are those that express strong feelings. When somebody is expressing something which is of a huge quality or huge quantity. For example, if I say I'm very happy, I'm very excited, I'm very sad, I'm very depressed, I'm very much emotional. Extreme words, extreme emotions, strong emotions become exclamatory sentences. For example, how cold the night is. This suggests that the night is very cold. The second one, what a beautiful flower. This is suggesting what? That the flower is extremely beautiful. Some more example. Alas, the child failed in her exam. This is also extreme sadness. The person is feeling sorry for the child because the child has failed in the exam. Okay. So these are the examples of exclamatory sentence. Let's move to the question bank. So before we start solving these questions, we will recapitulate or we will know what we have discussed already. Type 1 was what? Type 1 was assertive sentence. These are direct statements stating a particular idea or thing. The second one is an interrogative sentence asking questions. We will end the interrogative sentence always with a question mark. Number 3 is imperative sentence. These are mainly commands or requests, some order or requests. And the fourth type is the exclamatory sentence. Exclamatory sentences are sentences which end with an exclamation mark expressing strong feelings. Okay, these are the 4 types. Now we will move to the questions. We will see whether we can understand what type of sentence it is. The first one, alas, I am undone. See, I have highlighted that portion which is a hint in itself. It has an exclamation mark, so obviously it will be an exclamatory sentence. Number 2, bring a glass of water for me immediately. Bring a glass of water for me immediately. What is it suggesting? It is giving an order. Immediately bring a glass of water for me. So it is an order. Are you going to the party today? So what is this? See, it has a hint. What is the hint? The hint is the question mark. So this is the hint. The question mark is the hint. So it will be an interrogative sentence. Number 4. What a beautiful dress you are wearing. So there is also another hint. The exclamation mark is the hint over here. So this is an exclamatory sentence. Number 5. Please have mercy on me. Now, what is the hint over here? The hint is the word please. The word please is the hint. Why is it a hint? Because it is a request, so it will be an imperative sentence. Next one, number 6. I am traveling from Bangalore to Bombay. This is a direct statement stating that I am going from Bangalore to Bombay. So direct statement is obviously an assertive sentence. Number 7. I am not going to give you my pen. This is also a statement. I have decided not to give you my pen. So what will it be? It will be an assertive sentence. Number 8. You should bring your own book to school. This is another suggestion that you must bring your book to school. Then what is it? This is also an assertive sentence. I found my friend in the garden. What is this? I found my friend in the garden. This is also a statement, declaration that I have found my friend in the garden. So that is why it will also be an assertive sentence. The last one. Why are you screaming in the class? See, this one has a hint in the end. What is the hint? The hint is the question mark over here. So, the question mark in the end suggests that it is an interrogative sentence. So, what you will do is you will tell me, children, how much you have got in this exercise. You will check how much you could answer on your own and how many I had to tell you the correct answer. Check it and please inform in the comment box. I hope you have liked the video. Thank you so much everybody.